All right, so I want to talk about this report that just came up by way of Tim McManus. He put Nick Sirianni has been more involved in offensive preparation this week. He's been more vocal in offensive meetings and has been presenting material alongside offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo. According to one source, he has been addressing the group for longer than usual on top of the meetings before ceding to Patullo, who continues to run them. So pretty much this is a head coach's job. For all you people who say, "What's his coach's job? What does he do?" He steers the ship. When something's messed up, he fixes it. When he needs to step in, he steps in. No different than Dan Campbell did in Detroit. He didn't like the way things were going. They weren't being aggressive enough. He said, "You know what? I'm the head coach. We got to get this team. This team has to go somewhere this year. Let me take over." To me, this is the next step for him taking over play calling. I really think he needs to give it a try. I really do. Because unlike when you seeing like the Eagles, like it's a lot of people that are running. Like you know how they do the close ups. It'd be like the defensive coordinator. Well, he has like mad assistants. Well, like 5 or 6 assistants there. They're writing stuff down. They're working together as a team. Delegate some other things to your whoever's your understudy. Besides Kevin Patullo, and you start calling these plays. But before we even get to that, he's trying to get through to the team. Like, yo, let's tighten this shit up. That's what Nick is saying. He said, let's tighten this up, bro. We got a golden opportunity. We right where we want to be. We're right. As great as they played last year, they were still the number 2 seed. But going into the playoffs, you have to play better football. You have to play better football going into the playoffs. We're not trying to limp. You want to now gain your footing, right? You want to now start to get things to click. You want to now start to be able to run the ball. You want to now be able to start to spread the ball around and give it to your weapons. Like now's the time to get offensive line got to step up. So does this do anything? We'll see. Who knows? We'll see. But it's a proactive approach by the coach because people like they act like the Eagles aren't trying. They're trying to fix this. They're trying. And another thing is they had a very tough schedule. Not making any excuses. They play great teams every week from top to bottom. Even the New York Giants, like they were still they everybody keeps saying, oh, they not really what their record is. And they playing teams tough. Look how they played Detroit. Look at the respect that Amon-Ra St. Brown and others gave them. So it reminds me of the year we played New England, one of those years, and they played us tough that first game. And Detroit a few years ago, we played them. Like that, you can see the teams that are on the up, and coming, and everything ain't always gonna look pretty. And sometimes you're going to lose games. But Nick stepping in, I think, is going to be vital. If we can put things together, I don't see nobody stopping this team. But if we continue to shoot ourselves in the foot, big time penalties, I think that the first down call is so important. And it seems like we come out on script. We're perfect on script. But as soon as and it was the opposite last year. Because last year, remember, we couldn't score in the first quarter. They kept talking about that. They kept talking about that. And then we would pick it up in the second quarter, and we had the record amount of points in the second quarter. We finished strong. Now it's the total opposite. We coming out, we getting these drives going, and then we gotta find a way to put this shit in drive, bro, and get it out of neutral. It's like you put the car. It's like when you're driving a stick, you throw it, boom, you go one, then you flip it over to neutral. We never get the shit going. It's just idling. It's going, but it's continuing to slow down. We gotta get that bitch on auto to the fourth quarter. So shout out to Nick. I trust him. You might ask why do I trust him? Because I seen him. I know his leadership. I know the leadership of Jalen Hurts. Right now we're the underdog. Everybody's counting us to lose. They think it's over. They lined up to see the Titanic sinking. Instead, we rose from the ash like the phoenix. Everybody's lined up to see us fall. The articles are ready. They're ready. They're everything's less. Nick, the message has to get through. These players better be ready to ball. But that's my thoughts on it. We'll see if it helps. I mean, I would love to think it will, but like Saquon was saying, we can have the greatest practice, the vibes can be high, but when we get on that field, we got to perform. We're counting on the Eagles to perform this week. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section of Black Ball Sports Podcast. Hey, thumb up the video, meaning like the video, and make sure you share this video. I will be back. I appreciate y'all. Peace.